So hello guys, welcome. My name is Paul. I've been meaning to probably teach you how to play guitar, and the only thing that I can be able to help you it is if you have your own guitar. And we are going to start from the very first step. If there is something like 0 step, then we are going to start there so that we have a good beginning for a total beginner. So that person who have probably not even touched a guitar before and you have it at hand, this is your time. And I want to pursue, if I'll get serious people who want to proceed, I want to pursue to a point until, doesn't matter how long it will take, but I see that you're good in playing it. So let's get to it. And as we get to it, I also would like to let you know that I'm still working on getting my school back. For those who have been with me, they know that unfortunately all the instruments were stolen and we have to recover them, but we will use the means possible. We have a fund drive very soon, and I want to believe that we get back to class very soon. So for beginners, this guitar has 6 strings, from the most thin, this one, to the thickest, this one. Now in terms of counting, in terms of numbers, we count these as 1. The thinnest one is 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we together up to there. Now in terms of naming them, we name them as E. This is high E, okay, and then B, G, D, A, and E. This is low E. So please don't forget that. This is high E, low E. We together up to that point. Now the other place you need to understand very quickly is these spaces. You see, from this first space, we call it fret. So this is fret 1, fret 2, fret 3, the space. I'm talking about the whole space. Fret 4, fret 5, fret 6, fret 7, and so forth. And then your fingers, your left hand. Of course, we know that there are those people who pluck with the left hand. Will get to there. I'm talking about the majority who probably pluck with the right hand and therefore they hold with left hand. So on your left hand, look at these fingers. You see, this is finger 1, this pointing finger, you can count it as 1, middle finger as 2, ring finger as 3, and pinky finger, or the smallest finger, as 4, and thumb is 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, now when you get to your guitar, we have said that the way we name them as you know, E, B, G, D, A, and E, they are named like that while open. You hear? I've not held anywhere. All right, they are just open. So this is E while open, B while open, G while open, D while open, A while open, and finally low E while open. Now we know that in music, or rather I assume we don't know, so let me teach you this. In music, we only have 12 keys. Are we together? 12 keys. That is from A to G. Let me help you to count. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You might wonder, how then? There are 7 and we are talking about 12. Yes, it is 12. We have 7, A to G, and then all of them except E and B, they have their sharps. Are we together? I repeat, all of them from A to G, we have every single one with a sharp, isipokuwa or except B for boy and E for egg. So which means we have C sharp. No, let's start from A. We have A sharp, all right? We have C sharp. Remember, we do not have B sharp, okay? So we have C sharp, we have D sharp, we do not have E sharp, remember. So we have F sharp and G sharp. So these are 5 and the others were 7. The total is 12. Good. Now, so how do they follow each other? So starting from A again, it is A, A sharp. So those are 2 different keys. A is a complete different key from A sharp. A sharp is a complete different key. It's an independent key. Then we go to B. Then we go to C because we do not have C sharp. Then we go to, what did I say? We do not have B sharp, so that's why we are going to C. Let's start again. A, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. We jump to F because we don't have E sharp, okay? So F, F sharp. Remember now, those are 10, is it? Then G and G sharp. Are they 12? Yes, they are 12. Good. So the way we just count, or rather follow the alphabetical order, is the same way they follow each other in music. So what do we mean? If you have your first note here, this is fret 1, right? Whatever key this is, it goes going to the next key as you go up the fretboard. Do you understand? Like that. So let me give you a good example. We know that we said this one is high E. Okay, we together. This is high E. So when you hold it as at fret 1, you have sharpened it. So where do you go? From E we go to, we do not have E sharp, so we go to F. So here is F. Fret 2, F sharp. Fret 3, G. Fret 4, G sharp. Fret 5, A, right? So we go on. Now let's try another example. String 2 is B, is it? It is B while open. But the moment you have you hold it at fret 1, you have already gone to the other key. From B it is now C, right? Then C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F. Remember we do not have E sharp, so we go to F. F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, and B. There is something that I needed to explain. That's why I have come all the way here. Remember, when it was open, we are still at string 2, it was B. And at fret 12, it is still B. So what does that tell you? We call it an octave. So octave is a complete group of scale. Like when you go from do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So that do that you go up there, now it starts another octave. So if I was to play do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do of B, I would like this. From B is open. So you see it's coming to fret 12. Fret 12 in many guitars, it have these 2 dots. In many guitars, most of them, they actually at fret 12. Or you can just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You can just count. So that is where, in terms of the strings, that is where the octave ends. If you use one string. Are we together? So good. Now let's try what we were playing earlier. With your fingers, do you see your 4 fingers? And then number 5. So finger 1, it should hold at fret 1, it should hold string 2. So finger 1, fret 1, string 2 here. Okay? And then finger 2, string 4, fret 2. finger 2, string 4, fret 2, there. And then finger 3, string 5, fret 3, there. And then there is something that I want you to learn that many people do not understand. And this is very, very, very much important. The thumb. You see this thumb here? It should hold, you should hold between fret 1 and fret 2. You should hold yourself there. And then, I don't know whether my camera will show well. Avoid supporting yourself with this part, like this. Avoid this, avoid this. Wachilia kabisa, release it, just the thumb that should hold. Now, let's try to pluck. Plucking side. You see your thumb here. The way you say, that's good, fine. So, this part of the thumb, do you see this part of the thumb here? This one. You do not use here. You do not pluck as if you're taking some, maize grains from a maize comb. No, you use this side. Are we together? So, like this. Listen. So you do not struggle. All right? Are we together? Up to there we are good. And then if you're using this from, of course, down, you do not be so hard on it. Just relax, be flexible, and then are we together? So we go back to our point. We were at finger 1 should hold fret 1, string 2. Why are we holding here? Let me explain. We are going to hold the chord of C, but we may wonder how now. Why are we holding there? Why not here? Why not here or any other place? Simply because we want to hold the chord of C. But we know that B, string 2 while open is B, right? But you and I know that when we hold it at fret 1, it becomes C. Good. And then finger 2 will hold string 4 at fret 2, which is, we know that string 4 while released is D. At fret 1 is D sharp. At fret 2 is E. So we have C and then E, and then the uppermost is also C. How? This is A, string 5, right? And then you go A sharp, is it? B, and then C. So like that. Now you have your chord. Look at it so closely. I hope you can see it well. So this pointing finger, string 2. This middle finger, string 4. This ring finger, string 5. Just that. And then you support yourself with a lamp. You hear that? Now, what you do on this side, remember we said you use this part of the to just lop it. You start with bass. What bass is the uppermost string that you have, you are holding, the uppermost, and definitely in this case is what is a string 5, right? So you pluck it like this. Don't use force, like that. You see, I'm not using any force. Now there's something that I also want you to understand really quick. If you don't press, you just hold your fingers lightly like this. Listen. Do you hear? It won't produce a sound. So you must press, literally use some energy and press. That's where it will use the sound. Right? Now, as you hold your chord like that, you hold the bass, and then this pointing finger, it will play string 2 and 1 and back to 2. I repeat again. Okay, and then from there, now this becomes even more simple. Very, very simple. Just the way you're holding, every finger should go down the string beneath it. So this one was at string 5, right? It go to string 4. This one was at 4, it go to 3. This one was at 2, it will go to 1. Let me explain something really quick there. Do not start, I'm talking to beginners. Do not struggle. Now the correct way of holding F is holding string 2 and 1 together, but do not struggle it at this moment. because it might give you headache. All right, just hold string 1 fret 1 is actually F. Remember, it is E while open. When you hold it, it becomes F. All right, so you are on the right track. And then at the uppermost string is actually F. And then now here the thumb gets its work. You see, it is just hanging there, just like the way it was at C. So at F, it will hold the uppermost string, which is string 6. You hear the bass? Are we together? So we were at C here. We dropped every string down. We dropped our fingers just the way they were. We dropped every finger, just the string below it. The same frets, just the string below it. And then now the thumb, you lean it there and will hold that bass. Okay? Now from there, the plucking will be the bass, the one you have held with the thumb. So you pluck it, and then finger 1 to hold string 1 and 2. I repeat. Okay, don't worry about the sound for now, but it should be like this. Being held all together, but don't worry, it will first of all, so that you get used to it, hold only string 1. Okay, and then all right, and then go back to C again. So you'll now go up, is it? Up, up, and up, like that. All right, just the way we played. And then you go to G. Now how do we go to G? These two middle fingers, the ring finger and the middle finger, let them go up, just the string above it. So this one was at the uppermost is 5, is it? It will go to string 6. The middle finger is at 4, is it? String 4, right? It will go to string 5. And then release finger 1, like that. Now for the first time, the pinky finger, the smallest finger, gets its work. How? To hold string 1 at the same fret as this, fret 3. Now let's see how it is. That is when you pluck them all together. But in our case, we want to play it in terms of plucking. We will not strum. This is strumming. So we are going to do what we called plucking. So we'll play the bass and then finger 1. Remember, so what do we do? String 1 and 2. I repeat, bass 1, 2. You remember? And then what do? You go back to C now. You drop them one by one. You release the smallest finger. Remember, it was not there, and replace with the finger 1 at string 2, fret 1, right? And then you play your thing. Now, this is how you'll do the practice. You start with C. All right, and then you go back to like this. You see? You see now, all together from C, we go to F, now I repeat again this side, like that. Now when you're used, now you can add the speed a bit. Okay, practice that like for 3 days. Like when you start from the first day of what I've just done, just keep repeating, don't get tired, please. The first 1 week might be so hectic because you are not used to even folding your fingers that way. You are not used to, making it like, folding them like this, and then it will hurt a bit. But when you get used to it, as we go to the next lesson, because now this will be lesson 1, trust me, you'll be better. So until we meet again, let's call it a lesson. Make sure you at least be consistent with your guitar, and you'll see how wonders can happen.